Dr. Field.
Good morning, everybody. It's great to be with all of you. David tells me that the real theme of this hike is to think about land ownership and consequences of land ownership. And I could tell you lots of great things about Stanford's Biological Preserve and the wonderful stuff we're doing there. But the issue that I really care about and the issue that I want all of you to think about on today's walk is climate change. Most of my work is focused on understanding the scientific evidence about climate change, where we're headed, what the consequences are, and what we can do about it. And as we do today's hike, there's going to be just an amazing array of California ecosystems, and it's an array that's really sensitive to the impacts of climate change. We're looking now at a world where if we don't do anything about climate, we're looking at end-of-century temperatures that are probably 8 to 10 Fahrenheit warmer than current. You know, what that means is that Sacramento has the same climate that Bakersfield has now. Bakersfield, well, a lot warmer than Phoenix is now. For ecosystems like this part of California, we're really looking at a transition where we're way out of the redwood zone, and where we're probably in a zone where it would be much like Southern California. We're looking at chaparral wildfires with a repeat frequency of 3 to 5 years, where the ecosystems have very little ability to tolerate high rainfall events. Especially in this part of the world, one of the things that's really compellingly clear in the climate change science is that the amount of moisture that the atmosphere can hold is strongly controlled by the temperature. A warmer atmosphere can hold a lot more water, and it falls out all of a sudden. And there are two features of climate change impacts that we've already seen that are just abundantly clear around the world. The first is that prevalence of high temperatures and heat waves has already increased dramatically. The second, and it's true almost everywhere, especially in the US, is that the fraction of the rainfall that falls in the heaviest events, the kind of events that cause floods, is increased. In the Northeast, it's increased by over 2/3 in the last 50 years. And I think those are the impacts that we'll see in California. Hotter temperatures, different ecosystems, heavier rainfall events means whatever kind of soil you've got and washes into the bay. So that's a frustrating place to be, but we have a wonderful set of opportunities to do things about it, both in the context of adaptation, where dealing with high temperatures is something there where the kinds of investments that are required, not all that great, and in the context of mitigation, of deploying new energy technologies. And it's incredibly empowering to be looking at this wide range of technologies that we could be deploying, and it's incredibly frustrating to see so little action happening about deploying them. And I guess what I'd like to do is, not talk anymore, but encourage people, as you walk through the array of ecosystems that we'll be looking at today, to think really hard about what's going to be required in order to protect those in the future. And I think that the land issues are really compelling, but the climate issue is really overriding for our part of the world and for the world overall. I'd be happy to have a discussion. I hope that was less than 10 minutes, but it's also fine if people have a breather.